Tonight, it's a new look on the institutions of relationships. Is it gendered enough?
Then, some advice for new couples. One size doesn't fit all, but that's how our society views it.
Followed by, who is in the norm of our society? Trick question, obviously, it's me.
The solution to all of our problems. Ignore it, and maybe it'll just go away.
This is the CRF video log.
First off, we would like to extend a warm welcome for those that are tuning in. As you can see, we're in a new location, mostly because the last building burned to the ground. But, now that we're here, let's get on with the show. Thank goodness that winter break is finally over. Having fun, doing nothing, and not having homework was really getting old.
But now that we're back, it's time that we start talking about things that really matter. That special someone that gives you gifts. And I'm not talking about that grumpy old man in the suit.
The start of winter term is normally the beginning or the continuation of romance. And the one thing that's going through my mind, what happened to Selena and Justin? No, wait, that's the wrong picture. There we go.
But in all seriousness, there are some questions being raised when we see couples in our society. What messages are being told?
Shh. We're not supposed to talk about those things.
But then the problem keeps happening.
Alright.
Thank you. Relationships are a very intricate part of our lives, but sometimes the balance in power is tipped in favor of a certain role.
Traditional roles in our society are gendered. These roles are broken into binaries. You see, the male machine acts differently than the female machine.
Overall, one side is supposed to be the protector, the provider, and the head of the household.
The other role is supposed to be supportive, compassionate, and submissive. Our society typically dictates that the male fills the dominant role, and the female is typically the submissive. Nothing says I love you and you're worth it, like saying, me first, I'm a man. But seriously, why does having a penis make me the one that's supposed to be in charge? Oh, and by the way, could you go get me a cup of coffee?
What? We were just talking about breaking down these stereotypical roles.
But I just figured.
You just figured?
Yeah, I suppose these things are just so ingrained that I take them for granted. Sorry about that.
We get these messages on how we're supposed to behave from the older generations, the media, and from each other based on how we've been socialized.
What we need to do is examine why we behave this way, and why exactly are breaking from these gender roles perceived as negative. The media does play into these gender roles and into the subordination of women. Take, for example, some of these ads that are being portrayed.
Not only that, but notice how the media only portrays heterosexual couples? All of the representations of loving relationships on air are shown between a man and a woman. Christian Mingle, Match.com, eHarmony, amongst others, not one really shows a same-sex couple.
Those that do show same-sex couples on air come under fire suddenly as being controversial, such as the JCPenney ads. A latest Snickers commercial, which was taken down, depicted two men kissing accidentally and then telling each other that they had to be quote-unquote manly.
Some ways that we can combat traditional and suppressive gender roles, along with heterosexism, are 1. Don't assume anything about anybody's sexual orientation. There's a wide spectrum ranging from heterosexual to homosexual and many in between.
2. Don't assume someone has to dress or behave a certain way to be manly or girly. Let people express themselves and respect their life's choices.
3. Educate yourself. Don't play into what the media says what is or should be. Shameless plug. Come to a CRF facilitation.
If you don't want to come to a CRF facilitation, we encourage you to talk to other people, your friends, your family, or faculty members. We encourage you to challenge yourself and look at these issues with a critical eye.
Thank you for watching our video and make smart choices. If you have any suggestions on what we should talk about next, make sure to post on our Facebook wall or tweet us.
Ciao for now.
Come join us for a night of spoken word poetry, put on by UHDS and all the cultural centers, featuring our special guest performer, 2 Black. Here is the date and time and location.